So my first day in Cambodia, I'm getting engaged, I'm getting dressed, and I lose my phone and my own engagement. I'm not white, I'm not a European, I'm Asian and African American. They're like, oh, I'm Cambodian, and they'd be like, oh, so you're Chinese, and the black kids would pick on me because, like you're light skinned and you have curly hair and you're not black, and like the same thing with Cambodians is like, you're not Cambodian. You don't also feel 100% American. I had a lot of identity problems or issues growing up. I always wanted to have straight hair. I always wanted to be light skinned, like because I wanted to be more Cambodian, or, I wanted to be, like more black sometimes. I am black and I am Cambodian. People, I hate that too. And they're like, oh, you don't look Cambodian. And I'm like, my Cambodian auntie. And she would tell me like, you're not gonna find a husband, you're too black. So she went and bought like 10 gallons of milk and filled the bathtub, and she made me sit in the bathtub and she like scrubbed the shit out of me. It's easier to love yourself than it is to hate yourself. I have a lot of friends that tell me like, oh, I'm more Cambodian than them. The development is like this, right? From 2017 to now, I can't even tell you how much has changed. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, everyone's like, oh, you're going by yourself? You don't have anyone with you? I'm like, I feel a lot safer here, that's the thing, like, than in the United States. They're like, oh, don't eat the ice. We get ice in the coffee shop right here, Don't be scared. There's so much to enjoy here,
This is Brandy, a Black American Cambodian who was born and raised in the United States. She first visited Cambodia in 2017, and for the past 3 years, she has returned consistently to reconnect with her roots. In today's conversation, Brandy shares what it's like growing up in America as mixed kid, her journey coming back to Cambodia, and some of the common misconceptions she has encountered along the way. So check out Brandy's website to get to know her more. So let's go back to the video.
The first time I came back to Cambodia was in 2017. But I came here because I was engaged. I had an arranged marriage. So I was engaged to a guy here in Cambodia. So we did like the engagement ceremony and everything. But eventually we decided to call it off. That was in 2017. 2017, I had a lot of mixed feelings because it was my first time. So it's overstimulating, and I was a lot younger. I was probably like 21 when I first came. So I was really young. I didn't have my mom with me. I came by myself. So I was here by myself. I was staying with my in-laws. I was staying at their house. And as soon as I got off the plane, they had the engagement procession waiting for me. Like the house, everybody's at the house, they're partying. As soon as I got to the house, they're grabbing me, they're dressing me, putting everything. So I didn't really have time to think. I was just like overstimulated, overwhelmed. Everything overwhelmed me. The heat overwhelmed me. Oh my God, I'm even still can't get used to the heat. We're under the AC right now, because I can't deal with Cambodian heat, and I hate it because I'm Cambodian, but I can't deal with the heat.
Yeah, I think it's because of where you're from.
Yeah, I can't. I wanna be a local so bad. I wanna not sweat, but I can't. So I was overstimulated. I was overwhelmed. The heat, and then the traditional clothes. And then that same day, I think it was one of the wedding planners. They stole my phone. So my first day in Cambodia, I'm getting engaged. I'm getting dressed, and I lose my phone and my own engagement ceremony.
Really?
So I couldn't, so it wasn't that great. It wasn't a bad first impression because I was happy to be here. I was happy to be around, my culture, my people, but it was a lot. It was a lot. It was too much. The heat, like I said, everything was just overwhelming. And then on top of that, you have no phone now. But that was the first time. Culture shock, I wasn't expecting to see how advanced a lot of things were, that like the malls and everything, like I wasn't expecting that. So that was culture shock to me. I was expecting like very third world, which it is still very like third world, but at the same time I was like, oh, I can use the ATM, or oh, I can like a lot of the same things that you want to get in America, you can get here, so I was like, that was culture shock to me, that how with the times, I guess, that Cambodia is. That was the main culture shock. But like as far as like how the Cambodians live and stuff, that didn't shock me. I was expecting that.
What is it like growing up in America as a mixed African American Cambodian?
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question.
You can just give us your like.
If you if you know American culture, I don't know if you know anything about American culture, right? But I'm a minority all the way around, you know? I'm not white, I'm not a European, you know, I'm Asian, and African American. And so, and I don't know, that's a loaded question. So I'm like, what do you, what kind of experience do you,
Okay, let me say, do you grow up in African American community or
oh yeah,
in
so
Cambodian community?
so I grew up mostly surrounded by African Americans, black kids. I went to public school, so I was the only Asian kid in my school. In the 90s, nobody knew or understood what is a Cambodian, right? So I'd be like, oh, I'm Cambodian, and they'd be like, oh, so you're Chinese, you know, and they would pick on me. I would get picked on, like the black kids would pick on me for being Asian or just being mixed, because, you know, like you're light skinned and you have curly hair, and they're like, you're not black, you know, and like they would pick on me like that. But then the same thing with Cambodians is like, you're not Cambodian, you know, and then you don't also feel 100% American, right? Because you're not accepted by American people because you're black, you're Asian, you know, so that's why I'm like,
How do you deal with that? You know, being you and like unable to stand one place, going to African American, you like you don't belong to this place.
don't belong to
Cambodia as well,
that,
you
you
don't
know.
belong to this place.
You just have to accept it. You just have to embrace it yourself. You just have to love yourself, you know. Because then you can, if I'm waiting for people to accept me, you know, it's never gonna be
Yeah.
that. So I had a lot of probably like identity problems or issues growing up.
Yeah.
I always wanted to have straight hair. I always wanted to be light skinned, you know, like because I wanted to be more Cambodian, or, you know, I wanted to be, you know, like more black sometimes. But I think when I was like 13, I got a little bit more mature, you know, you start developing a little bit more, and I decided to just accept myself. I stopped straightening my hair. I used to straighten my hair every day, you know, like straighten hair. But I had to do it every day because like the next day my hair is curly again, you know? So I just got tired of that. I got tired of like trying to fit in here or trying to be accepted, you know? It's just like, my hair's curly, it is what it is, you know? Or, you know, I am black and I am Cambodian. So it doesn't matter if you can't tell me that I'm not, you know, like that kind of thing. You just kind of have to accept yourself, you know? By the time I got to middle school, I was just decided like I don't want to let people bully me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to. So if you accept myself and I love myself, then they stop bullying you. You know, they because it has no effect. You know, if you don't let people's words have an effect on you, then I just like I'm not popular in school, but I wasn't like a loner either. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the friends that I have now, they would just see me in the hallway and they'd be like, hey, Brandy, you know, like kind of like just bring me into their like friend group. I was lighter. Cambodians do it a lot, like the lightening creams, you know, or like they bleach themselves. I stopped doing that. I just said like, I'm not gonna do that.
You did that before.
It wasn't my choice though. It wasn't my choice. I lived with an auntie, my Cambodian auntie, and she would tell me like, you're not gonna find a husband. You know, you're too black. No one's gonna love you. You need to. So one day, someone in Cambodia at the time they were using milk, you know, like to whiten yourself, like milk whitening yourself. So she went and bought like 10 gallons of milk and filled the bathtub, and she made me sit in the bathtub and she like scrubbed the shit out of me. And she's thinking like it's gonna make me whiter. And I think after that experience, that's when I told I was like, no, I'm not gonna allow that anymore. You know, I'm not gonna let her do that to me. I'm not gonna let other people do that to me. You know, I was literally like, this is ridiculous. I'm sitting in the tub, like, you know, and she's like, and I'm like, this is so stupid. I think I was like 12, 13 when she did that. And then, yeah, after that, I was like, this is stupid, you know, just, I am how I am, you know. It's better to just love, it's easier, I think, too, to just accept yourself than, oh, I need to bleach myself, I need to straighten my hair, I need to this, I need to, you know. You just, well, this is what it is.
Yeah.
That would be my main advice is it's a lot easier to just love yourself. It's easier to love yourself than it is to hate yourself, because you're never going to be happy, you're never going to be satisfied, because you're always going to want to be different. You're always going to want to be more. You're always going to wish your hair was straighter. You're always going to, or you have straight hair, you're going to wish you had the curly hair, you know. If you're light skinned, you know, white people tan themselves all the time. They pay to go and sit in tanning beds and or, you know, versus Cambodians here, they pay for lotions and creams to whiten themselves, and it's like you're wasting your money, you're hurting yourself, you know, versus it's a lot easier to just say, I love myself, I'm fine, leave me alone, you know?
And sometimes it's good to stand out. I don't know why some people try
Yeah.
to fit in so bad.
I think that's the other thing too, is accept that it's okay to be different, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Maybe my mindset, but I always, if people are going right, I want to go left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't know, but I like being different, you know, from other people.
Yeah, embrace your different.
Yeah. Any
Yeah.
Khmer cultures that you see in yourself or Khmer habits
Oh, that
you've adapted from your mom's side?
I have a lot of friends that tell me like, oh, I'm more Cambodian than them. You know, like they're not mixed, they're just Cambodian, right?
Yeah.
But they're like, they don't speak Khmer. You know, they want to be more Americanized maybe. And they want to fit in, they want to assimilate and be American versus me. I embrace my culture. I love Cambodian music. I listen to Cambodian music a lot, like every day. I was growing up on Cambodian music, so, but I also listen to American music too. Like I love rap, I love hip hop, I love female rappers. Like I'm very much into both cultures. I don't choose more of one than, you know, the other. I allow myself to embrace both of them.
Yeah.
Because that is I feel like it's my right? Like I have the right to be in Cambodia. I have the right to experience everything that a regular Cambodian person would.
Yeah.
And I also have the right to be as black as I want to be, you know, like that's, you can't tell me like, oh, you're not black, so you can't be here. Like, you know, like I'm very much both. I speak the language. Like I said, I speak Khmer fluently. I can read the language. A lot of Cambodian Americans can't read the language. And that was part of my journey, I think, of just embracing myself. Is like, you know what, I'm Khmer, so I want to know the language. You know, I want to read. I taught myself how to read.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom can't read.
Did you go to school or you study at home?
At home, I taught at home. So the way
How
that
did you do that?
That's an interesting story. Everyone always asks me. The way that I learned to read, my mom doesn't read Khmer. She never went to school in Cambodia because she's a refugee. She think maybe she was like 10 when she went to America. So I have an auntie that I lived with, my auntie that bleached me with the milk. She tried to bleach me, right? I went to live with her, and she didn't speak any English at all, and so that's how I learned the Khmer language when I finally went to my auntie's house. She would call me. She would call my mom. She's like, your daughter's so foolish. She doesn't know salt. She doesn't know sugar. You know, like in Khmer, she'd be telling me in Khmer, like, "Dang scar, you know. And then I was like, I'm not gonna let people look at me like that anymore. You know, like I don't know, I don't understand you. You know, so anytime she would talk to me, I would just try my best to understand. And then she always listened to karaoke, Khmer karaoke, like religiously, you know? So I didn't watch cartoons a lot. I didn't watch other things. I watched karaoke. So I knew how to sing Khmer songs. I knew how to sing before I understood the words. I don't know what I'm singing, but I just, you know, sing. And then I would watch the words go on the screen, you know?
Yeah.
So all day long, after you can see the words, so I started matching the words to on the screen. And then I just taught myself how to read like that. I was probably like 8 years old. And then one day I told my mom, I said, I think I can read Khmer, you know, like I can read. And she's like, no, you can't. I don't even know how to read, you know, like how can you read? And then, you know, like the Cambodian, the karaoke DVDs, they used to have karaoke DVDs. I took one of them and I was like, I can read a watch. And I read the back of the DVD to her, like the name of the singer, the name of the song. And she was like, what the fuck? You know? Like, why does this girl know how to read? So that's how I realized that I could actually read. I was probably 8 years old.
Assuming if you did not learn at that stage, it will be difficult for you to learn.
Yeah, as an adult. So that was going to be my ending, is because I was so young. It was almost unintentional how I learned it. I didn't mean to do it, you know?
I
didn't try it. It just happened. And then,
even sometimes I don't know how I start speaking English, you know?
when you're a kid, you see these kids, all these kids speak English, like because they just pick it up. When you're so young, it's like they say, kids are sponges. You just absorb, you know, what's around you. So
yeah, you're right.
But sometimes when you try to learn, you get a teacher, you're in class, and you're like, I can't understand. As an adult, it's a lot harder, for sure.
Very good. You forgot to introduce yourself in Khmer, so I think it would be nice to let's.
Oh, you want me now? You okay? Okay ជំរាបសួរបងប្អូនទាំងអស់គ្នានាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះ Brandy ខ្ញុំកាត់នៅសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិកឥឡូវនេះខ្ញុំមកលេងស្រុកខ្មែរបាន2អាទិត្យហើយតែឆ្នាំនេះបានមកលេងម្ដងតែឆ្នាំមុនខ្ញុំមកលេង2ដងហើយឥឡូវមកជួបជាមួយនឹងបង Austin គាត់ហៅមកញ៉ាំកាហ្វេហើយនិយាយគ្នាលេងតែប៉ុណ្ណឹង
And can you tell them the owner gave us this in Khmer?
អូហើយម្ចាស់ហាងគាត់ជូននំ crepe ឲ្យមួយអត់គិតថ្លៃព្រោះបងខាងនេះគាត់ល្បី
Bad. Were people surprised when you speak Khmer?
Always. They always talk to me in English first. Always. Usually. For the most part. If they don't speak English, then they'll speak Khmer to me. But mostly they'll speak to me in English. And then I make it a point. I do it on purpose to respond to them in Cambodian. Because they're usually always like
Yeah.
always. It's always I love it. It's like fun for me. I enjoy it. I like the shock factor.
Yeah. And again, you look different from the local Cambodians here. Yeah.
I do and I don't. I do and I don't. Because like all of my family members, so everyone, this is the funny thing is like everyone's like, oh, you're so dark, or they call me Khmer, you know, like I'm black. But there are Cambodians that are darker than me.
Yeah.
There can and everyone
Sometimes the same color.
same color, and everyone in my family is just this almost the same color as me. So when people say I don't look Cambodian, I'm like, do you know what a real Cambodian looks like? Like a real Cambodian. Like I'm not talking mixed with Chinese. I'm not talking mixed with, because a lot of these people in Phnom Penh, they're mixed with Chinese or Korean or Japanese, you know. I'm like, do you have you gone to Siem Reap in the province, deep down in the province? They're your color, you know, like my color. So when people, I hate that too, and they're like, oh, you don't look Cambodian, and I'm like, what were you expecting me to look like?
Back in the States, growing up, you grew up with Khmer culture. Eating Khmer food.
I grew up eating Khmer food. I was like, as much as Khmer culture as you can get in America, right? Because in America, you're obviously surrounded by American culture. But at home, my mom spoke Khmer, my aunt spoke Khmer. You know, we eating Khmer food. So I was still very much immersed in Khmer culture that way.
Do you have any favorite Khmer food in the States?
I love Numbajok. That's probably like my favorite.
What is the food compared to the food in the Khmer food in the States compared to the Khmer food in Cambodia?
I think the Khmer food in Cambodia is a lot fresher. Less chemicals, less hormones, you know.
Yeah.
The vegetables, the fruit is a lot fresher versus we don't have access to a lot of that over there.
That's right.
Or if they do, it's brought over from, you know, other countries. So yeah, that's the only difference that I would say. It's a lot lighter here. The portions are smaller, a lot smaller. Yeah, but I like that. I like that the portions are smaller. Because in America, everything's like supersized.
Yeah.
Like double the size. And then here, yeah, the portions are a lot smaller. The food is fresher, the portions are smaller. That's the main difference I noticed.
But does it taste the same? Because for me, you know, I feel like the food here, the African food and Nigerian foods here taste good, but cannot compare.
Same.
Yeah, cannot compare
of course.
back home.
It's not going to be the same. So almost, I would say almost the same. The Cambodian food in America and the Cambodian food here, almost the same. I would say the difference is like in the meat. So chicken, right? If you use chicken in America, the chicken is a lot more fatty, right? It's a lot more meat. They cut the meat off of the bone. They're not going to give you bone with the meat, usually, right? Here, if I order chicken here, it's all bone. Like, they're giving you all the bones. The meat is like, it's not tender, it's tough, you know? But that's because the chickens are not fed, like, you know, the hormones and, like, all the stuff to make them fat, you know? So, like, the meat is tougher here, I think. But that's just more natural, so... But other than that, the food will almost taste the same to me, like Cambodia and here in America.
What are the changes that you're proud of in Cambodia compared to the first time you visited?
The development is like this, right? So from 2017 to now, I can't even tell you how much has changed. Like you can't keep up. I can't keep up. It's too much. The communication, almost everyone knows English here, like that kind of thing. It's not hard. I think people think like, oh, if I go to Cambodia, it'll be hard to get around. No, almost everyone speaks English. There's an ATM probably on every corner.
Yeah.
If you need to take money out, you say, just yesterday, I had an ABA account last year. I had an ABA account, but I had to have a Khmer number and a Khmer address here. Now they told me no. So now I use my ABA with my American number. I have the ABA on my American phone. So even that down to the bank account, I have no problem. Like
Yeah.
easy. I'm everywhere. I feel so up with the times. I'm like ABA scan. Yeah.
And every year is changing.
Everywhere. So
Every year is
I think I'm
changing.
proud of. That's the main thing I'm proud of. Cambodians is like they're quick with keeping up with the times. Like as rural and as third world as it is, it's also very developed in the same. It's like equally as poor as it is equally developed.
So from 2007, 17, you came first. So have you been like visiting every year after your first time you came to Cambodia?
For the past 3 years, yeah, I've been here every year.
Oh,
Yeah. Permitting, like I said, I want to, but finances, the economy hit hard. So this year, this is the first time I've been here. It's September. But last year I came for my New Year, and then I came again like in May right after that.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll try to be back. I honestly want to come back again before the year's over. But we'll see, because we got September, October, November, December. We got 3 months. 3 months left.
What do you think people don't like the misconceptions of Cambodia? What do you think people from the West or people in general don't get about Cambodia?
They still have this idea that it's like very underdeveloped, very third world, very poor, which like I said, yeah, it is. You'll see a lot of that still, but you can, like I said, go to any ATM, you can go to any bank.
Yeah.
You can ask anybody for directions. You can Google map anything you need. You can Google map, so it's like it's can't really get lost. I think there's a misconception too with like maybe crime. Like I hear people say, I've heard someone say like, oh, they don't want to take their young child to Cambodia. Like they feel like someone's gonna snatch their kid, like take their kid. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. It's very rare occasion, I think, that would happen. So like, yeah, the crime, I'm here by myself. Like everyone's like, oh, you're going by yourself? You don't have anyone with you? I'm like, I'm not gonna get kidnapped on the street. I feel a lot safer here, that's the thing, like than in the United States. Actually, like as far as like crime, I don't feel like anyone's gonna rob me. I'm not scared of, I can walk in the middle of the night to the grocery store.
Yeah.
In America, no way in hell. No way. I can get in a tuk-tuk and, the uncles are very nice. They're very polite. They're willing to help. Oh, they're not. Oh, and like, where you need to go. So I think the misconception about like being robbed. Okay, yeah, the first time I was here, yeah, I did get my phone snatched, But I haven't since. I hear stories all the time of like people, and not to say that it doesn't happen, like getting their phone snatched, like on moto, like that kind of thing. I haven't been robbed since then. Like since 2017, no one's taken my things. Yeah, I think it's a lot more safe than people think. Another thing is like the fruit. People don't think it's like safe to eat drink the water. Like the water's not clean, or like they'll get sick from eating fruit in the market or like vegetables. Like it's not clean. Like no, it's fine. In 2017, I did get food poisoning. I got food poisoning like the first day I was here. But I could taste it, like I could taste the chemical, like in the vegetables. Like it was bitter, and then I got sick. But that was 2017. But since then, I haven't got sick. I can eat ice. They're like, oh, don't eat the ice. They always advise me like, oh, kom nyam tako, because they're like, oh, the ice, they don't do it hygienically. They don't make it clean. But like, we get ice in the coffee shop right here. It's like there's ice everywhere. It's been fine. You just have to be careful where you pick and choose to. Eat from, I guess, like if it obviously looks dirty or if they looks like they didn't do it right, like don't eat there, But nowadays, I think everyone understands like to be more hygienic, clean the fruit, clean the vegetables, like ice. Like they're like here, they're not gonna use dirty ice, to give you like that kind of thing. So I think that's a misconception that a lot of Cambodian Americans or other people outside have. Like, well, I'll go there and get sick just from the ice, from the vegetables. Like, no, you can eat whatever, you can drink whatever. Just be smart about it,
Yeah. With your experience coming back off and on for the past 3 years, What would be your advice to other Khmer America or other Khmer abroad that still feel scared coming back home? Like
Don't be
something.
scared. Don't be scared. You can be scared about anything in life, but it's gonna hold you back from enjoying. There's so much to enjoy here, There's so much to take in, and I feel like it's your right, it's your birthright as a Cambodian to have access to your country, to your culture, And if you're too busy being scared, you're not gonna have access to that,
Yeah.
So don't be scared. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. If you got a passport, if you have the means to do it, just do it. I understand a different way. If you can't afford to come, you can do it. But if you're scared that, I might get robbed, okay, you might get robbed in America. I might get sick, the food. You can get food poisoning in America. You can get food poisoning anywhere, So you can't let little things stop you from enjoying, all that is your right to your culture. So just do it. Don't be scared.
How has Cambodia changed you?
How has Cambodia changed me?
For this past 3 years that you've been coming to Cambodia off and on, like something that you've learned about yourself.
I think I'm a lot more braver just from I can travel by myself, I like the feeling that I feel, independent, that I can come to my own country without my mom. My mom's not here. I don't need, someone to hold my hand. I can come here and I can order a ride to the cafe. I can, do everything on my own, and it feels so empowering, and not even just like in this situation, but like in your everyday life, you take that with you, right? Like if you're not scared to travel, if you're not scared to experience life, you gain a lot from that, right? You gain a lot of knowledge, you gain a lot of confidence, like that kind of thing. So within the last 3 years that I travel, I just love it more and more every time that I come here. I embrace it more every time that I come here. Like I said, now I have an ABA account. Like I'm trying to lock in as a real Cambodian. I'm trying to be a local. The next thing is to not sweat. Once I stop sweating, it's over with for you guys.
I don't think you would get used. Even me.
Even you're not used to
I
it?
sweat a lot.
Okay.
I sweat a lot.
That's fair.
I sweat. Even that thing that Nigeria or Africa is too hot.
Yeah.
But Cambodia.
It's hotter?
Yeah, it's super hot.
It's okay. So like right now, it's not hot. I don't think it's hot. It's humid. It feels wet outside.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you walk out, you're just like sweating. So the heat is not hot. It's humid this season. But like April, summer, that's hot. Like the sun is the sun is blaring.
Even
Yeah.
I'm always scared of going outside. Either I do my interviews in the morning or in the evening, because sometimes I like it walking, talking.
Yeah, I told him specifically we need somewhere with AC. I need AC or I'm gonna melt.
That's good. I think the AC is hitting me so bad now.
That's what I said. You want to do it over there?
But yeah, it's okay. As long as you're fine, I'm fine.
Good.
What is the feeling like? What is the feeling like anytime you book your ticket to
Cambodia?
To Cambodia.
Oh,
what is the
man.
feeling? Can you explain
Immediately
the
the depression leaves my body. That's what I learned, that I'm not depressed. I'm just in America. That's what I learned. No, it's not for everybody, but I feel accomplished. As soon as I book my ticket, I feel accomplished because it's not cheap. It's cheap when you get here, right? Like the food and the accommodations and all that. That stuff is affordable, but that plane ticket is gonna cost you $1,000, and like at least $1,000. So I feel accomplished. I feel like I'm going home. I feel like I belong. That's another thing. Like I love that I come here and I feel like I'm home. I love that I come here. I don't feel like I feel like, no, I'm supposed to be here. I don't feel like, oh, I can't talk or I don't understand. Like, no, I come in and I'm like, and people are like, are you Khmer? I'm like, yes, I'm Khmer, like, Khmer bong, yeah, I'm Khmer.
You can speak the language, you can communicate, right? Yeah, I think you have full access.
And I understand that that's a privilege, right? Like, there's so many Cambodian Americans, like that I said, that can't do that. They will not come here and have the same experience as me because they can't speak, because they can't read, So for them, they will be uncomfortable maybe, But also don't let that stop you because everything is in English.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
You
most
can still
people
get
speak
by.
English. You can still get by. It might just be a little bit more uncomfortable. But most people speak English. There's English everywhere. Like I said, you can Google Maps anything you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that you were so excited to see or so excited to do when you book your ticket to Cambodia?
So the
Like,
funny thing is, one of the main things I wanted to do when I came here is I wanted to go to Sakapko. There's this lady in Sakapko that sells, she sells saikchuruk with sticky rice, grilled pork on like a stick with sticky rice.
Yeah.
Very simple, so simple, such a simple like meal. But I ate it last year, and I've been craving it ever since last year because you can't find that anywhere in America. Sometimes it's something as simple as like just the food that you can get. So the first day off the plane, I asked the driver to take me to Sakapko so I could buy that. One of my favorite snacks here is grilled eggs, the grilled chicken eggs. Have you had them? Pangwan ang.
the one that has the baby inside.
No. Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken eggs, but they put on the stick. And then they grill it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I think I've tried that one. I tried that in
So
Samurai.
the lady at Sakapko, she sells the grilled eggs and the pork, and that was my first meal that I wanted to eat. So it was like straight to that.
Yeah.
And then Siem Reap too. I'm jealous because I wanted to go to Siem Reap. Always, if you come, you have to go to Siem Reap, obviously. But because of work, I can't make that trip. I mean, I could, but I don't want to go for one day and then hurry up and come back. You know, like,
Yeah.
I want to enjoy. You know.
Yeah. Next time.
Next
hopefully,
time.
hopefully. Do you wish you stay more longer here, or you feel like anytime you come back, you're always in a hurry to go?
I can only ever stay for like 2 weeks at a time because I have to go back to work. You know, if I stay any longer, I'll be poor. I don't have money. If I stay any longer, I joke with my family. I joke with my family all the time. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather I'd rather stay here and just beg. I'd be a beggar here than versus working. But it's not. I don't really mean that. But like, if I could stay here, I would. That's my goal eventually. Is to I'm working on getting citizenship so that I can.
Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
Purchase land here.
So
Yeah.
how is your citizenship now? You get it now or not?
No, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I have so on the passport. I don't know if you've seen it. So like I have my American passport with me.
Yeah.
Which is like I don't have to do the visa thing every time that I come because it says my mother is Khmer. So multiple. So I can come. I can come as much as I want. So I gotta figure out. There's a whole process. Like you have to, because I don't have a birth certificate here. You know, and you have to be. There's like a sepulchral sign, something like a family book that your name needs to be in the family book. You know, like that kind of thing. So I'm trying to figure it out. But
is it like a long process? Is it stressful, or it's just that you are not ready, or you're lazy to do it?
Yeah, I'm just not even lazy. I don't have the time. You know, in 2 weeks' time, I just did the bank thing yesterday. I went to the bank. That took me time to get the bank account fixed.
Yeah.
So for the next couple of days, I'm gonna go figure that out about, what I need to do. What's the proper way to do that? Because if the goal ideally is to be able to be here and be there, come and go as I please.
I see. We actually got this free from the owner of this place. I don't know how come he recognized me. I don't know, but so he gave us this for free. This is my first time to try.
You've never had a crepe?
Nah,
Ooh.
I'm an African man. Let me share this.
Yeah, I'm cut in half for us. I just cut it right down the middle. Don't nobody come from me and say, oh, that's not how you're supposed to cut it or whatever. It's going to go in the mouth regardless, okay? Same thing.
Also, I don't want them to look at me the way I use the spoons.
Oh, yeah. Mind your business.
I can eat it anyhow I want.
Yeah, we can eat it however we want. Don't say anything.
I can even use my hand if I want.
Honestly, why do we need this? Huh? It's Nutella and it's good.
It's good.
Honestly, we let it sit so it's a little cold. It probably would have been a lot better hot, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
The texture is good. Sweet? and chewy.
This is good. This is good.
Okay, let me see. It's the texture is low. There we go. There we go. Hey, here we go. That's on what though?
No, it tastes good. I love it.
Ngang.
Love it. Yeah.
I'm only eating properly or trying to eat properly because we're on camera. If not, I would be so savage with this right now.
What do you think about the Western food here in Cambodia?
Sometimes I like it, honestly, because it tastes a lot lighter than like the same American food. Like so, like spaghetti in America, it'd be like really heavy, you know. But like I said, the portions here are smaller. I feel like
Yeah.
the ingredients are a lot fresher. So it sometimes the American food to me here tastes better than like over there. Like I got KFC the other day, and the fried chicken was so good. The chicken was like really tender, really fresh.
This is good. I love it. So I'm gonna put the shop name here.
Cafe de Paris Phnom Penh.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. 10 out of 10. Oh, hi.
Thank
I wish I can have more. When we ask me for money, at me loan.
Hey, high five.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Do you have a Khmer name?
My name is Khmer. How the Khmer?
Khmer.
They call me Black.
Yeah, I'm a Khmer also.
Yeah, ហៅមីសៃម៉ៅក៏បានតែគ្រួសារខ្ញុំហៅខ្ញុំតែខ្មៅអញ្ចឹង
Well, for me, you are so.
ឃើញខ្ញុំសតា
ស
Yeah សគាត់នឹងខ្មៅតែខ្មៅស្រស់ខ្មៅស្រស់ That means look good, but your
Yeah.
khmau looks good.
What do you like the most about coming back, reconnecting with your roots?
The first thing I feel when coming back here also is like a pride. Pride. I'm proud of my people.
Yeah.
Right. I'm proud of the Cambodian people. We just recovering genocide. I think this year is 50 years that marks
Yeah.
that from the Khmer Rouge. So 50 years later, we have so much development here. Like I said, Cambodia is so modernized a lot in the same breath that it is not. So I come here and I'm so filled with pride, right? Like, look what we can do. Look what my people can do. Even though they're still recovering, we're still traumatized. There's so many of us that still have like PTSD from the last generation. You know, we're still trying to learn how to recover and just live life in a healthy way. But we're still building the country in the same breath. And I'm proud of like how loving the Cambodian people are, how accepting the Cambodian people are. Even to, I'm not, like not me because I'm not a foreigner, like I am, but I'm not because I'm also Khmer. But like even to foreigners here, like you know, like you know, they come and like they embrace them, you know, want to show them the culture, you know, like that kind of thing. I think Cambodians are very friendly, very welcoming people. So I'm proud of them for that. Because given what they've gone through, like war and genocide and stuff, they could be very hateful people. They could be very, you know, closed off, you know. But no, we're very welcome. We're very, you know, embracing to other people and other cultures. So I'm very proud when I come. I feel filled with love. You know, I feel, what's the word I want to say? It's like an act of rebellion, kind of. Because I don't know if that's exactly what I want to say, but like it's like fighting against the westernizing, the colonization, right? Of like wanting to be American and wanting to fit in, and versus no, I want to be in my culture, you know. I want to be around my people. I want to be, you know, around that. And so instead of just accepting that and being American, no, I make it a point to come here every year and like, you know,
Yeah.
so it feels like a resistance almost, kind of like against that. So again, to like my Cambodian Americans or anybody, if you feel like if you're feeling disconnected, if you feel like you wanna reconnect, like don't be scared. Don't listen to other people tell you no, you're gonna be sick or like just go. If you can buy a ticket, just go. ចង់និយាយថាពេលដែលខ្ញុំមកខ្មែរម្ដងនាងខ្ញុំមានមោទនភាព I have pride ដែលបានឃើញថាខ្មែរយើងធ្វើបានអីចឹងណា like ខ្មែរយើងធ្លាប់ឆ្លងកាត់រឿងអាក្រក់ច្រើនណាស់ហើយតែខ្មែរយើងឲ្យតែឃើញឲ្យតែមកខ្ញុំឃើញខ្មែរសប្បាយគាត់មានក្តីស្រឡាញ់ជាច្រើន like there's a lot of love in Cambodian people no matter what like I said the circumstances so ឲ្យតែមកនឹងខ្ញុំមានមោទនភាពដែលជាកើតមកជាខ្មែរចា